Getting started on commercial solar may seem complicated, but it doesn't have to be. At Pivot Energy, we take a transparent and creative approach to our partnerships. That's why today we're going to demystify the solar project timeline and break down our process for commercial solar projects. By the end of this video, you'll have all the info you need to confidently start your own commercial solar project with Pivot. You'll know what to expect along the way. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Gerald, and this is Going Solar with Pivot Energy. We cover all things solar energy, from commercial solar, solar financial incentives, and community solar. Today, we're going over Pivot's solar panel installation process for your commercial or industrial building. We'll also be breaking down the timeline and what to expect when you work with us. Let's get right into it. So how do you get started on your commercial solar project with Pivot Energy? Well, when you're considering whether solar panels are right for your facility, you're naturally going to have a lot of questions. We welcome all of them. The Pivot Energy team is ready to answer any questions you have, and we're just a phone call away. On an introductory call, we'll get to know you, your clean energy procurement needs, and company priorities, and answer anything and everything you might be wondering about going solar. During the initial call, we'll want to learn all about you, including the location of your facility or facilities, financial goals, identifying stakeholders in the project, and learning your ideal timeline. You may not have all the answers right in front of you, but you've got to start somewhere, and leaning on an experienced developer as your external resource is where we can help. To ensure a smooth and efficient process, we'll make sure that we're on the same page every step of the way. At Pivot, we pride ourselves on transparency and honesty. So if you're not sure what project type or financing fits you best, don't worry. We'll fill you in on the policies, programs, financial incentives, and everything else you need to know about installing solar at your facility. Our goal is that you have all the details you need to make an informed and empowered decision about going solar. After we have that initial conversation, it'll be time to put some skin in the game. For the next step, we'll need some information from your business so we can get started on the exciting stuff, like site analysis and designing. Number one, that means we'll need to know your historic utility info, aka your electricity history over the past 12 months. This helps to properly size your custom solar system and model your savings potential. Your electricity usage, namely demand profile, will also help us determine if something like energy storage would make sense for you. If you want to learn more about energy storage, check out the video, How Does Energy Storage Work?, which is linked in the description, along with other videos I'll mention today. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you'll never miss a new video. And of course, feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments. We're here to help you. Once we've gone through your electricity history, our team will gather additional information we need to start the design process. This starts with a satellite review of the location in question, where we seek to identify available real estate for solar and what application makes the most sense: rooftops, ground mounts, or solar canopies. We also seek to identify any structures that could impede energy production and determine the most optimal deployment for solar. The goal is to give you an initial understanding of your solar potential and ultimately deliver a preliminary proposal for your team. After we compile that information, we'll create and present an indicative proposal specific to your company. From our initial call, we'll also try to glean what is the preferred project structure for your company. The two most common ways to procure your on-site solar project are through a cash purchase or a power purchase agreement, also known as a PPA. Pending your preference, our indicative proposal can show one or both options. With a cash purchase, you can take advantage of all the available solar financial incentives and benefits by directly owning the system. On the other hand, PPAs typically require no upfront cost and are a fixed cost-to-use option where the system on your property is owned by the solar developer, like Pivot Energy. We go in depth on these options, like their financial benefits and how they differ, in our video, PPAs versus cash purchases, so make sure to check that out. At this point, there's a good chance you'll be weighing proposals from other companies as well, and you'll probably be thinking, why should I choose Pivot? Well, we think our transparency, fairness, and honesty throughout the whole process makes us different from our competitors. Our turnkey approach to commercial solar means that we'll have your back the entire time we work together, and we'll make sure the entire process is smooth and worry-free. Additionally, Pivot is a certified B Corp with our own environmental social governance goals, so we can help you navigate and meet your company's ESG goals with solar. Did I mention that Pivot Energy has completed over 500 on-site commercial and and industrial solar projects, and we have serviced over 285 national clients. Ultimately, this is the point where you want to hop on the deal, since there's a high demand for these services and you'll want to get started right away. That way, we can work as efficiently as possible for you. So when you choose to go with Pivot, here's what will happen next. We're at the pre-installation process now, which is when we're almost to the really fun stuff. Once you've approved the proposal, we'll commit to further due diligence, including a site visit to verify any initial assumptions. We'll perform a detailed inspection and structural analysis to check for anything that could have been missed in the initial screening. This is also the point where we'll confirm the electrical interconnection approach. All of this feedback helps to inform a more refined design, which allows us to present finalized numbers for your approval. This proposal will include everything you know about your future solar project, detailing the type of solar application and equipment, an estimation of year one savings, and the amount of offsets coming from your system. We'll also discuss the construction schedule, interconnection strategy, and what the returns can look like for your array. Once that's done, it's time to get legal. This is when we'll send you a letter of intent to move forward with a contract or agreement. As soon as the contract is signed, it's all systems go. Our team moves into the engineering, procurement, and project managers begin to mobilize for construction. So get excited. Our team will handle the permitting process with the authorized jurisdiction in your city and initiate interconnection applications with your utility. This process can take around 3 to 6 months, pending the local permitting office and the utility approval process. This is why communication with outside players is key, and Pivot is a national solar developer that has great relationships with vendors, local jurisdictions, and utilities nationwide. We handle the permitting and communication process from start to finish. Once all that is done, we'll move on to the best part, the project itself. All of those pre-construction legalities and planning are out of the way, and now it's time to build your very own solar array. Depending on the size and complexity of your project, this could take anywhere from a few weeks to 1 to 2 months. At this step in the process, we'll be coordinating with your facility managers and operation folks. Our goal is to minimize the impact that construction has on your business, and we work tirelessly to ensure that the installation process is efficient and seamless. During the solar installation, our crews will block out a construction zone and stage equipment, get cranes and materials on site, begin mechanical work like racking, and then do the work of setting up the solar modules and electrical interconnection. As soon as everything's installed, we'll bring in inspectors who will test for quality control and assurance and give us the A-OK on our electrical connections. Then the utility company will grant us permission to operate, so we can finally flip the switch and go solar. This is a great time in the process for your business to do a press release, because media coverage on your solar system will illustrate your commitment to the environment and your community. Plus, you've done all the work to become a clean energy leader, so now you can brag about it. Now that your system is set up, our post-installation process can help keep your system running smoothly for many years to come. Like I mentioned before, when you're in the inquiry process, you can choose between a cash purchase and a power purchase agreement. If you opt for a cash deal, you'll have the option to choose a production guarantee. This means we'll guarantee a certain production standard that will be ensured across the length of your contract by way of an operations and maintenance agreement, or O&M. So following installation, we'll ensure your panels are in ideal working condition to continue meeting expectations over the course of your contract. If you don't choose a production guarantee, we'll refer you to our nationwide O&M partner who will take care of maintenance for you when you need it. Rest assured, whatever route you choose, your system will include remote monitoring capabilities, so your team has visibility into your system's performance. If you sign up for a power purchase agreement though, Pivot Energy will own and operate the system. That way, you'll never have to worry about maintenance or lifting a finger. For over a decade, Pivot Energy has been a trusted, reliable turnkey solar provider. We help our commercial solar clients through every step in the process, which includes planning, managing, installation, financing, upkeep, and more. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments you have down below. And you can always reach out to me directly using my email linked in the description. My team of solar experts and I are more than happy to answer any of your questions. And for more info, you can head over to our website, pivotenergy.net. I hope you learned something about commercial solar development with Pivot Energy, and that you're ready to give us a try. If you are, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we post our latest videos on clean energy solutions. Thanks so much for tuning in to Going Solar with Pivot Energy. We'll see you in our next one.